My dear brother colleagues on the dais and honorable members, I am very happy to welcome you all to the 23rd Annual General Meeting of the company. The Director's report and the statement of accounts for the year have been in your hands for some time and clearly indicate the progress of the company. You must have observed that the freight earnings and charter hire receipts during the year ended 31st March have increased over the previous year and that the company has earned a net profit during the year, improving from a position of loss in the previous year. I am sure that the shareholders will be pleased with the results achieved by the company. It is only 2 years since a change in management was effected in your company, and as we start a new decade, it is appropriate time to take stock of our performance, being primarily an agrarian country taking its first step towards industrialization through management and skills. The performance of our economy over the last 4 decades can give some cause for satisfaction. The India of our dreams cannot be created by reducing the planned efforts required from her citizens. It is only by demanding more from ourselves that our vision will be actualized. In this perspective, I would like to discuss the issues of productivity and growth, their meaning and relationship in an enterprise, and the systems, skills, and culture required to achieve them. The progressive improvement of results from the available resources by the application of new techniques and new methods of request of an enlightened management. Growth of an organization can be measured by improvement in production, sales, profits, assets, quality of human resources. Very often, a complex set of indices not only reveal the growth in real terms but also give it a relative position. Business managements have learnt that growth is certainly not automatic. It often requires the formulation of effective strategies and the expert handling by a committed and competent management team. It is our experience that productivity and growth have a unique relationship. In the years ahead, organizations that will establish a competitive advantage in the industry and deliver on their obligations to shareholders are those which successfully integrate the concepts of productivity and growth. These organizations will contribute most to the economy and society by the productivity and resources of an enterprise. The working of the company during the first 6 months of the current year has continued the pace of recovery and has shown substantial increase in the earnings. During this period, both the freight earnings and charter hire receipts have increased considerably compared to the previous year, registering an increase of 10%. This trend is expected to continue in the near future. The general prospects for shipping look favorable in the long run. The Internal Energy Agency has forecast that the oil demand will continue to grow, which implies the import of oil. The oil producing countries are expected to revise their production progressively upwards due to their pressing need for developmental finance. Further, flouting of quotas for some oil producing countries might trigger wider indiscipline among other oil producing member countries, resulting in larger volume of supplies of crude oil to the world market. The growth in oil consumption leads to general economic growth and growth in international trade. In the context of the above developments, I can say with confidence that your company has turned the corner and is poised for making rapid strides. As reported to you in the last annual general meeting, the two mini bulk carriers contracted by us for carriage of cement are ready for delivery towards the end of the year. Our company has also placed orders for two similar sized mini bulk carriers. Our company is planning to improve its activities on coastal trade in the wake of growing demand for coastal shipping for the transportation of various commodities. In order to place our company's financial position on a sound footing for a more profitable growth, it is proposed to issue equity shares as per the proposal placed before you at today's meeting. The company has also submitted the proposal to the Controller of Capital Issues for approval. He has since approved the proposal subject to certain conditions. I shall dwell on this point when the resolution comes up before you. For kind consideration, the controller has also permitted the company to retain excess contribution to the extent of aggregate nominal value. I am gratified to note that a bill has been introduced in Parliament for amendment of the Income Tax Act for the benefit of investors in equity shares. We are also witnessing a welcome trend, particularly in the tanker industry, to extend the life of aging vessels by carrying out special repairs instead of placing orders for new buildings. All these developments underline the general optimum about the market trend in the future. I praise the company's officers and staff for their loyal service and cooperation at all times. Thank you. Dear Madam, we have received your letter of the 23rd July and thank you for the immediate action taken upon the letter written by us in this regard some time ago. In your letter, you have asked us whether the terms and conditions existing today are agreeable to us for taking up the petrol agency and other related goods in our area. In this regard, we are happy to inform you that the terms and conditions mentioned by you in your previous letter are acceptable to us, and we will be willing to take up the petrol agency and also for selling your products in this area. But we would like to have some clarification in regard to the quality of the goods produced by you and the percentage of commission you are going to give for the sale of your goods in our area. Hence, we will be sending one of our senior executive officers to meet you in this regard and have a discussion with you. We shall be glad if you could kindly explain to him about the superiority of your products in comparison with the others in the market so that he will be in a better position to explain them in detail to our executive. This will make us to improve the sales of your goods in this area. We would also like to bring to your kind notice that the advertisement of the goods manufactured by any company will play a key role in selling the products in the market. Therefore, in this connection, we would request you to pay us at the rate of rupees 3,500 per month for the purpose of giving some advertisement of your goods in the local newspapers. This will enable us to increase the sale of your products in the market. We hope you will agree to the request of ours, and we, on our part, would like to assure you that we will be able to exceed target fixed for us. On receipt of your reply for our letter, we would be returning the acceptance letter duly filled and signed. Thanking you, yours faithfully.